The Indian Rebellion of 1857, also known as the Indian Mutiny, was a significant event in the history of India. It was a widespread uprising against British rule, which started in May 1857 and continued until June 1858. The rebellion was a result of various political, social, economic, and religious factors that had been building up for several years. The immediate cause of the rebellion was the introduction of a new rifle in the British Indian Army, which used cartridges that were greased with pig and cow fat. This offended both Hindu and Muslim soldiers, who considered these animals sacred. The British tried to force the soldiers to use the cartridges, which led to a mutiny in the town of Meerut on May 10, 1857. The mutiny quickly spread to other parts of the country, as soldiers, civilians, and local rulers joined the rebellion. The rebels had various grievances against the British, including their policies of annexation, taxation, and land revenue. They also resented the Christian missionaries, who were seen as a threat to their traditional way of life. The rebels were led by a diverse group of leaders, including soldiers, landlords, and princes, who had their own agendas and interests. The rebellion was initially successful, as the rebels captured several key towns and cities, including Delhi, Lucknow, Kanpur, and Jhansi. They also formed their own governments and issued their own coins and stamps. However, the rebellion was not well coordinated, and the rebels lacked a unified strategy and leadership. The British, on the other hand, were able to regroup and launch a counter-offensive, which gradually pushed back the rebels. The British were initially caught off guard by the rebellion, but they soon regained control of the situation. They used their superior military and technological resources to defeat the rebels, who were mostly armed with outdated weapons and tactics. The British also employed ruthless tactics, including the execution of rebels, the destruction of villages, and the imposition of collective punishments. The rebellion had a profound impact on India's history and identity. It led to the formal end of the Mughal Empire, which had been in decline for several decades. It also paved the way for the direct British rule of India, which lasted until 1947. The rebellion also exposed the deep divisions within Indian society, between Hindus and Muslims, as well as between different castes and classes. The rebellion also inspired later nationalist movements, as Indians sought to assert their own identity and independence from colonial rule. In conclusion, the Indian Rebellion of 1857 was a significant event in Indian history, which had far-reaching consequences for both India and Britain. It was a complex and multifaceted event, which was shaped by a range of political, social, economic, and religious factors. Although the rebellion was ultimately unsuccessful, it played an important role in shaping the identity and aspirations of modern India.